now you've been in All for Life for so many years. I think you said 3.5 years, right?
Yes.
In this next purchase, completely different than All for Life, but you just acquired the Toy Lab out of downtown Sarasota, right there on Main Street. Iconic, historic, great spot. But what did you see in that business? Why that industry? Can you talk us a little bit about that?
Sure. So it presented itself in a unique way of just looking at businesses for sale in the area. Never have owned a retail store, never in the toy industry. And so it is a big jump. But when you look at business as a whole, there are basic building blocks, just like the Legos that I sell, that if you can figure that out, you can apply that across a multitude of industries. And so listening to your customers and meeting a need, every industry.
Yeah.
And so I'm applying the same lessons we learned with All for Life into the Toy Lab. And when people are looking at the economy, your investment advisor always tells you to diversify. This is a way of diversifying a business portfolio in a unique way. But when you think about it from an investment standpoint, it's not so unique in that I have totally different industries that we're working with. And so one may go up, one may go down, but at the end of the day, you have a diverse portfolio that you're working with.
Additional question on top of that would be, in projecting the next 5 years on the Toy Lab, what do you foresee that looking like? And do you have specific steps that you feel like you can take to achieve the success and growth of that company?
Right. So you can look at things either as an opportunity or as a risk.
Yeah.
And so when I tell people that I bought a toy store, the immediate response is, how are you competing with Amazon? And so Amazon is obviously a well-known business, and that's what people immediately think of.
Yeah.
And when you look at the landscape of the toy industry, I think you definitely see fewer toy stores today than you did 20 years ago, even 30, 40. But at the same time, that is an opportunity because there are just fewer spaces for parents and grandparents to bring the children to experience something like I have.
Yeah.
You cannot experience that on a website. And when you go to a big box store, they have toy aisles, but you don't get that same experience as when you walk through my door and the kids are surrounded by toys and the opportunity that presents to them.
Yeah.
And so that's where, yes, it is a challenging work environment, but I enjoy a challenge.
I love it. And, to your point, the Sarasota itself is probably one of the most tourist-driven areas on the Gulf Coast of Florida. So that, like you talked about, being on vacation, having grandparents, and that experience is something that, yes, it's gotten diluted, if you want to call it that, but it's not going away.